a lot of people don't have those influences around them that actually tell them, straight up what it is. A lot of people grow up in households where I hate to say like the life is sugar coated. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's real life drama and violence outside. You know what I'm saying? Some people would choose to shelter their kids from those things, and I don't feel like you can shelter anybody from this world, because eventually they got to jump out here and figure it out on their own. So at least you got to prepare them for it.
And especially with the way that everything is sped up nowadays. It's microwave. So you trying to shelter your kids and think you're going to be able to protect them from an environment, it's like virtually impossible now, because not only do they got it at the palm of their hand with the YouTube and the, the Instagram and all of that, then they got to go into the world, for themselves. So that's like, I think nowadays that's a huge detriment to kids if you're trying to shelter them and keep them from the realities of the world, especially growing up in Chicago. We need to be very conscious of what we telling our kids, especially our young black sons, when they stepping into this world, what they faced up against, especially when it comes with dealing with the police, when it comes to dealing with any type of area that you in, you just got to be cautious and be prepared and be aware, that, any day could be, whatever, people just ride by shooting shit up all the time,
I live off teachable moments. I remember I took my son to the park, and my girl kids was with us, and she got 2 girls and a boy, you feel me? So my son, I was like, it's time to go. We finna leave the park, and he felt some type of way, and he jumped off the swing, and he threw the swing, and it ended up hitting one of her daughters in the face. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, this is a great teachable moment. You know what I'm saying? I let them know, like, no matter what's going on in this world, nobody care how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Just because you mad don't mean you get to release your anger on the world. You know what I'm saying? We live in a world where you release your anger on the wrong person, you never know what's going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So I love teachable moments, and I feel like, we, like you say, we in Chicago, bro. It's Vulture City out here. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be willing to teach the youth or anybody at that you see going down the wrong path. Like, you gotta say something to them. You know what I'm saying?
It's a duty.
Yeah,
it's definitely a duty.
So when did you start getting into making music?
I started rapping when I was 16. That was about 20 years ago, but it was different back then. It was more so like freestyling, ciphers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just taking heads off type of deal. And then, life settles in, and, having kids and, just trying to maintain your average everyday life. I stopped rapping for a long time. And then like 2 years ago, about 4 years ago, I was in a car accident, crushed my face. I had to get my face reconstructed on the right side of my face and whatnot. And when I was going through that rehabilitation, I lived Kanye Through the Wire. The song, I lived it. You know what I'm saying? When I was going through that rehabilitation, I just had a lot of pain inside. Like people that I thought was close to me wasn't even reaching out. Like, bro, you straight? You know what I'm saying? And like, my daughter's mother, I never forget it. Like she came into the hospital to see me when I was in recovery. You know what I'm saying? And my joint was swole pumpkin head. And I remember the look she gave me. Like, she looked at me like, nigga, you ain't gonna recover from this.
Right.
Like, nigga, you might not never look at, you know that look, like disgust. You know what I'm saying? She had that look in her eyes, and I ain't see her again for about 6 months until I was healed up and shit. But I just had all this pain and all this stuff that was going on, so I just started writing raps again. Made a couple songs. Like, okay, it's a vibe now, And then from there, I hooked up with KX Illa Complex Studios out here. We started putting the album together, and a year later, we got the Rebirth.
Man, going through something like that, I feel like surviving that, it just automatically make you stronger.
Automatically, bro. Automatically.
Did you find yourself growing from that to the point where fear wasn't like an object in your mind anymore?
Not anymore. Like, I don't fear anything anymore. Like going into the surgery, I was a $168. Coming out the surgery, I was 125.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't eat. You know what I'm saying? He said he drank a juice for breakfast and Ensure for dessert. Y'all order pancakes, I sip the scissor. I lived that. You know what I'm saying? So now all of these things that I would look at as obstacles and barriers and, like you said, fears. You know what I'm saying? Afraid to fly. I don't have those fears no more because, I was already to the limit. I was already to the edge. You know what I'm saying? It could have went left, I would have been dead. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it really took away a lot of fears that I had, you know, for real.
Did you find yourself just being more thankful for life after that?
Every day, bro. You know, like some of the things that people don't cherish, I cherish it so much. Like people always be like, you know, like I'm extra friendly, or I'm always smiling, or you know, you just talk to any old body, huh? And it's because, you know, it was a while I couldn't talk.
Right.
You know, I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't smile. You know, my joint was wired. I couldn't do nothing. You know, and it's these little things that we take for granted. You know what I'm saying? We take for granted being able to chew food because we think it's a given. Facts. You know what I'm saying? We take for granted being able to breathe out of both your nostrils. You think it's a given. You know what I'm saying? And it's those little things that just make you cherish life even more, and of course make you thankful to God that, you know, you got these things. Like when I get up, it's like Tory Lanez had one thing. He was like, I don't pray for stuff. When I pray, I thank God for having my nose, and I thank God for having my eyes or whatever, right? You know, that's real, man. When your eyes swole shut and you can't open your eye for 6 months, you know, you thank God for being able to see out of both your eyes. You know?
Yeah,